It's been a minute since my last video, so I thought I would give an update on how my sales on Vinted have been going. I'm doing a challenge at the minute where I attempt to raise £6,000 towards the cost of a Range Rover, and I'm pleased to say so far we're over 10% of the way there with the sales that are in this video. In fact, nearly at £700, so doing really well. But anyway, you're all here to see what I sold on Vinted, so you can get an idea of the kind of stuff that sells on there. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. And the first item that we have got to bring up for you is a jigsaw puzzle. It's a Disney jigsaw, which we'll show on screen momentarily. Sold for £10 on an offer. Cost me £4 in the charity shop, so £6 profit there. Then we've got this bundle of 2 classical vinyl records. They cost me £2, £1 each, and sold for 25 quid, so really good profit there. Then we've got a vintage black leather coat with buttons to close it. This came as part of a wholesale order of leather jackets from Boom Wholesale. The cost of goods is about £6-7 each on the jackets. Sold for £16, so just over double the money on that one. Took a low offer on it just to get it gone and get the money back. Then there's a lot of shorts that have sold because I had a big wholesale order of shorts earlier in the year and I'm still working through listing them. But this is the first of the shorts. Some Nike dry fit men's shorts in size small, sold for £7. Cost of goods on those, £1.51. A couple more jigsaws, brand new and sealed ones, cost £2 each, sold for £10. So again, more than doubling up my money there. And another pair of Nike shorts in that wholesale order in black. £1.51 cost of goods, of course. Sold for £8. Everything on Vinted is fee-free, so this is all money that's coming back to me. We've got Putin's People, How the KGB Took Back Russia in hardback. It's a book that cost me £1. Sold for £3. Another one of those vinyl records from my classical vinyl record haul. Cost of goods was £1. Sold for 13 quid. So happy with that. Then we've got 28 Days Later on DVD. This was going crazy last year, selling for good money, but it's calmed down a lot this year. Cost me 33p as part of a bundle of DVDs, sold for £3. Then another DVD, Cream of Cornwall, Volume 1. This cost 50p. It's like a 20-minute long video, and it sold for DVD, and it sold for 6 quid, so pleased with that. But the description is only like 20 minutes long. But yeah, I was really happy with that, so it's been £6 I'll take. We've got Sunrise Good News Bible. Bibles always sell on Vinted very well, I find, but not necessarily for great money. And this one only sold for £2, cost me £1. So, I have to pay for the cardboard box to ship that in, so I haven't really made much money on that, maybe 30-40p on it. But it's gone, and the money's come back to buy other things that are more profitable. Then we've got this H. Rider Haggard Mons. I can't even say it. We've got a book, it's up on screen. It cost me £1. It sold for £5. And another Bible book, the New Bible Commentary, 21st Century Edition. This cost me £1 and sold for 6 quid, so really pleased with that. And another item from wholesale. I bought a bundle of branded leather jackets that cost me about £13 each. This is one of them. It's an Eddie Bauer leather jacket in a medium, in black. Sold for £33, so good return on that. Not even going to try and pronounce this, but it's a Welsh book. I had for absolutely ages. Cost me £1. Sold for £4.80. So nice to see that go. And a bit of a fail on the next two items, which is a bundle of 2 Burnley FC tops, so with tracksuits and a track jacket. Cost me £7.50 each, so £15 in total, and sold for 20 quid. I did make some profit on it, but it certainly wasn't the profit I was hoping to make. But yeah, I think I just paid too much for those in the first place. Then we have got some retail arbitrage. These 2 wooden toys, a drill and a chainsaw, cost £5 each. That's slightly less than £5 each, but we'll say that for ease. Sold for 25 quid, so nice return there. We have got this VHS video, Ghost World, pretty rare video, to be honest. Not many about. It cost 25p and it sold for £8 on offer. Another item from the branded leather jackets wholesale haul is this Guess faux leather jacket. So it wasn't actually leather, but it sold for 25 quid. And like I say, it cost 13 quid. So nearly double the money on it. So I'm happy enough with that. Then we've got Playboy mug. This was listed for a while, wasn't shifting. So I had an offer of £4 come in and I took it since it only cost me 50p in the first place. Then we've got International Boxing Magazine, March 1974. Bought a big job lot of these boxing magazines for a tenner. Sold loads of them now. Made probably over 100 quid profit from it. So I'm just getting rid of the ones now that haven't done anything in the past year or so since it's been listed. So this one sold for £2, which is just now pure profit for me. Then another piece of retail arbitrage, this Paw Patrol Rescue Nights sort of figure. This cost me £6, sold for 13 quid, so good return there. Another pair of basketball shorts from the £1.51 wholesale order, sold for 5 quid. Happy to take the money on those and get them gone. Then Black Veil's Bride's Pray to the Heroes of the Damned t-shirt. Bought loads of these t-shirts for £1.50 each. A big bundle of t-shirts, all different bands. Probably been selling well into profit on it now. This one sold for 8 quid, so £1.50 into £8 with that. Then a piece of retail arbitrage, an Apple iPhone 12 leather case, genuine Apple, cost me £2.50 in TK Maxx and sold for a massive £8. Then another pair of Nike Dry Fit running shorts from the wholesale order of shorts, cost a good £1.51, sold for a tenner. We have got Islands Apart, The Isles of Scilly by John Hutt, paperback. Cost me £1 and sold for 6 quid. Then we've got an Enid Blyton first edition book, which I was hoping would go for lots of money, but actually turned out not to be worth very much at all. Cost me £1, sold for 4 quid. Sold really quickly though, so I was happy to see that go. Then we have got The World at War DVD box set. Cost £2 in a charity shop, sold for 7 quid, so return. Limitless Compassion, A Way of Life. I won't try and say the author's name, but that was another book that cost £1 and sold for 7 quid. Happy with that. Then we've got a bundle of 2 Red Dwarf VHSs that I've had listed for nearly 2 years on eBay. Cost of goods was 50p, sold and Vinted for £5. Another book, The Process of Realization, a detailed description of the process. That cost me £1 again, and that sold for £6. Then another bit of a fail, The Sims Living It Up. PC game is in its jewel case. I was hoping it would go for about 3 or 4 quid, but it turned out not to be worth that much. It cost me 50p, it sold for £1.50. It went in a jiffy bag. I have more than doubled my money, but it's not a huge amount. Then we've got Howl's Moving Castle DVD. That cost me 25p. Either 25p or 50p actually, and sold for £2.60. So there's no investment's good there. Then we've actually got an item that came from auction. I picked up a couple of wrestling belts at auction, £3.98 all in. I listed this one. I don't know what the other one is. I haven't listed yet. It was all working and everything. It sold for 12 quid. So it cost £2 into £12. Happy with that. Then the Complete Alien Omnibus by Andy Foster cost me 25 pence. Sold for 3 quid. Another pair of shorts. So there's a lot of shorts here. Some blue Adidas basketball shorts, Final Cool ones. Cost goods £1.51. Sold for £8. Miss Marple Collection DVD box sets. It cost me £5 in a charity shop. Sold for 18. Then we've got another Bible, Holy Bible with the British and Foreign Bible Society, circa 1940s, vintage hardback book. Don't know why I even bother putting that because it's obviously vintage and hardback, but anyway. Cost goods £1. That sold for £10. That had been listed for nearly 2 years, so good to see that go. When I say how long stuff's been listed for, it's about how long it's been listed for on eBay. been listed a lot less time on Vinted. And then we've got this NFL Green Bay Packers Santa Claus hat. Cost of goods on this was £2.50 in TK Maxx. Picked up loads of these, nearly all sold now, all different teams. This one sold for £10, so yeah, nice return from retail arbitrage. We've got Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark paperback. Cost of goods on that was 25p. That sold for £6.40. A weird amount, but anyway. Then some Adidas shorts. Women's UK size 8 to 10. Cost £1.51 again. Sold for £8. Most of the stuff I sell sells on offer, by the way. So you'll see a sold price come up, but actually Vinted just doesn't show you the actual price it sold unless you go to order history. Then we've got The Back Passage by James Lear, a book. I think it cost me 25p or 50p. Sold for £2.50. I think it was 25p actually. We've got the Mrs. Bradley Mysteries on DVD. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it would have been no more than £1, probably 50p or less. But that sold for £3.50. And another pair of shorts. Champion Duo Dry shorts in a medium. Sold for £8.51. Another pair of shorts. Adidas Climber Light shorts in red. Cost of goods £1.51. Sold for the asking price of £10. Then some more vinyl records. Pretty classical records. I won't bore you saying what they are. But cost of goods was £3 on those. So £8.50. A One Direction pink wristwatch. It's brand new, but they need replacement battery. Cost of goods on these, quite a few of them, was £1 and sold for £3. So more than double the money. We have got Supernatural Clued paperback book. That would have cost me £1, I think, either 50 or £1. That sold for £4. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back paperback book cost 25p, sold for £2.50. I always just pick up the Star Wars books because I love Star Wars, so for 25p each and good buying anyway. I haven't actually read that one. I should read that one. Then we've got How to Find Flower Fairies. It's a pop-up book. That cost me £2 in the charity shop and sold for amazing 25 quid. I wasn't expecting it to be worth that much. Even though I should listed it higher. So yeah, £2 and 25, good return. Then another piece of retail arbitrage. This Perigene waffle knit shawl cardigan. Brand new, got it in TK Maxx yellow sticker sale. I think I paid £38 for it. Been sat for a while because it's just out of season. Somebody come along and offered 60 quid on it. I thought, you know what? Might as well just take the money, reinvest it. So yeah, 38 and £60. It's all right, 20 odd pound profit. Not bad. One Direction Midnight Memories CD, which is brand new and sealed. Cost me £1. Got a few of these. Sold £2.50. So again, doubling my money. The Godfather by Mario Puzo, which is a Guild edition, published in 1978. Cost me £1. Sold for £8. Future Style cycling jersey. This comes part of a big order of wholesale cycling jerseys that I've pretty much sold all of and planning to profit on. So better please. Now I've got zero cost of goods and sold for £3. And a Jack and Jones t-shirt, which has been listed since before COVID, I think, on eBay. Actually sold for £2. Which I was more than happy to have because I didn't know how long I'd had that. So yeah, nice to sit out the door. This Batman Broughts line catalogue, sold for £2, cost me £1, so not the best buy there, but spent a little bit of money on it and it sold quick. Vintage Bird Spotting book, cost me £1, sold for £3. We have got a leather waistcoat. Paid £1 on these as part of a wholesale order. Made so much money from these actually, so the effective cost goods on these now zero. But yeah, that's all for £12. Then we have got the Joachim Piper and the Nazi Atrocities of 1944. That book cost me £1 and sold for £5. And finally, we've got Nick Hill's favourite band, Depeche Mode, Catching Up with Depeche on CD. That cost me £1 and it sold for £4 all in. So yeah, we're at now nearly £700. The challenge is going strong. Vintage sales have slowed down slightly over the last few days, but I'm still going to have plenty of sales to report in on next week, at which point we'll be past £700. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. comment hero down below, because you are my hero for watching it for this long. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.